Evening, I'm Justin Case. With potentially dangerous Arctic air moving into the mountains, we prepare for serious wind chills and frigid temperatures. WYMT's meteorologist Paige Noel has more from the Weather Center. Paige?
Yeah, Justin, that Arctic air is really already starting to move in and will become colder really as we head into the overnight hours. We saw a little bit of snow though earlier this morning. You could see snow just up to the north and west, and that's associated with that front that's really starting to move into our area, and cloud cover will also start to increase as we head into the overnight hours as well. Temperatures are already into those upper teens to lower 20s, and really that's going to be right around our high temperature for tomorrow as temperatures really start to drop starting at midnight until throughout the day on Wednesday. Check out the feels like temperature. They're already feeling into the lower teens, maybe even into the single digits, up into Moorhead, over into Richmond, a little bit into Logan, West Virginia as well. For tonight though, we'll drop into those lower teens right around those early morning hours. Winds out of the west 5 to 10 miles per hour is going to make those wind chills feel like they are in the single digits. And then as we look in the next couple of days, we could see some light snow early in for your Wednesday morning with an Arctic blast behind it. And then from Wednesday to Thursday, that's when we're going to see those dangerous wind chills of -5 to -15. We'll break down that full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Justin.
Paige, thank you. Many things are discussed at fiscal court meetings, but one topic tonight at the Pike County Fiscal Court meeting brought more than 100 people from the community. That topic involves the issues with the county's landfill and potential rate increases for garbage pickup as a result. I went to that meeting today to find out what proposals are in place that could affect your wallet.
I would propose to raise that to $25.
Garbage pickup rate increases were discussed at the Pike County Fiscal Court meeting Tuesday, but none were actually voted on.
We're hoping that we could keep the rate the same or a much smaller increase because it's going to impact senior citizens and folks on fixed incomes really hard.
But a new direction must be taken. Engineers say the Pike County landfill only has between 4 to 8 years left before it's completely full, and expanding the current landfill to extend its life 6 to 8 years would come at a hefty price.
Is it worth $5.5 to $6 million to have that additional time? My personal opinion is no.
Judge Executive Ray Jones says the Solid Waste Department operates at a deficit of more than $1 million per year, leaving a rate increase as a possibility.
We will let Geosyntec do a rate study to tell us what the rates need to be.
Another option, build a new landfill, but city officials say with no money saved for a project like that, rates would need to be increased and a plan would need to be in place quickly.
It takes you 2 to 3 years to get all of your permitting done, construction work done, and we don't have any money set aside to construct or to open a new landfill.
Solving a problem that has been building up for years. A new engineering firm will be at the landfill Thursday to give another estimate as to how much time the county has until the landfill is completely full. Judge Executive Ray Jones says he does not believe a vote on rate increases will take place at their next meeting, which is this Friday. For 75 years, Martin Stallings cared for his little Perry County community of Yerkes by helping those in need. He always helped repair and care for the cemeteries. But he died in 2016 and was buried at the cemetery he helped build and keep up. But recently, someone took a handful of items, lights and small trinkets from the grave. The family says the sentimental value of it is worth more than anything to them.
I would appreciate it if somebody could let me know, because it is so hard to come back here and see how hard me and my kids has worked, and then come back here and see that people are still alive.
Helen Stallings has filed a report with the Perry County Sheriff's Office. Anyone with information is asked to call them. Nearly $50,000 is on the way to the Perry County court system. Rocket Docket is a grant that Commonwealth's attorney Scott Blair received to the tune of $32,000 to help process nonviolent drug cases faster. Along with $15,000 for the fiscal court cases will now be processed more swiftly, hoping to get addicts into treatment faster rather than just sitting in jail.
So this was a way that I found that a lot of other jurisdictions have used to both sort of put a stifle on the drug problem and also help save the county money and save the police officers time and energy, and the court system too. It keeps us from having The court system here moves pretty fast anyway, but this helps us get some of the cases through even faster.
The grant starts February 13th and lasts until June 30th. If all goes according to plan, they can apply for another one for the remainder of the year. As punishing cold temperatures are expected to plunge even more on Wednesday across much of the Midwest and parts of the Northeast, millions of people are being urged to take precautions to stay safe. At least six polar vortex related deaths have been reported. Charlie DeMar from CBS station WBBM in Chicago has the latest.
The dangerous freeze is slamming the Midwest with weather cold enough to kill.
It is treacherous.
From Chicago to Sioux Falls and so many points in between, wind chill temperatures are forecast to plunge to 30, 40, 50, and even 60 below zero.
If it's not something you absolutely need, we would advise to stay home for your safety and those that are out and about having to be out in the weather.
In downtown Duluth, Minnesota, where wind chills hit 30 to 50 below on Tuesday, city workers gave out hand warmers.
It's going to be brutal tonight. This is just really cold.
Duluth mail carrier Dave Mayu says in weather like this, he wears several pairs of gloves, pants, and hats. The Postal Service has suspended Wednesday mail delivery in several states, including Minnesota, because of the cold. Here in Chicago, residents are bracing for more wind chill and record-breaking lows where it will feel colder than parts of Antarctica. Across the city, Chicago city buses are being called into service as homeless shelters. Michigan State University canceled classes for Wednesday, as did countless school districts around the region. Heavy snow combined with wind and sub-zero temperatures are creating havoc on the roads. First responders in Fargo, North Dakota rushed to the scene of this weather-related accident. And ahead of Super Bowl Sunday, Atlanta is feeling chillier than usual. Temperatures in the 30s this week. Charlie DeMar for CBS News Chicago.
Experts are warning people to dress in layers if they have to go out. Frostbite can happen within just a few minutes if not properly dressed. Soft. That's how Governor Matt Bevin describes schools who call off due to the cold. He was speaking on 840 WHAS in Louisville today. The governor says that he thought calling off when there's a lack of snow and ice sets a bad example for kids. Now, as a reminder, there are several closings and delays across our region tonight. To find out if your school is closed, just head on over to WYMT.com, or you can download the free WYMT mobile app. Despite little snow this morning, several schools were closed today. Pike County Schools Superintendent Reed Atkins says he canceled school due to the conditions of back roads. Belfry Elementary Vice Principal Rhonda Krieger and Principal Jill Maynard say they wanted to motivate the students in a new way. After 3 takes and 15 minutes of songwriting, the duo made a video to tell their students to stay home.
We like to put a little twist and a spin on it and bring smiles to everybody's faces and get them all pumped up about doing their NTI day packets.
Students do not have to make up missed snow days in the summer if an NTI day is declared. You can see the full video on our website, WYMT.com. The Salvation Army in Middlesboro is opening their doors as an emergency shelter. As temperatures continue to drop to dangerous lows through Thursday, staff at the Salvation Army are volunteering to help people get out of the cold and stay at the building through Thursday night as they fear what may happen to anyone staying outside.
When it gets down to the teens and even below zero, it can be a life and death situation.
The emergency shelter began at 6 this evening and will continue through Thursday. Coming up at 11, an American mother speaks out on her son held captive in Iran.
And cold air will filter in tonight behind a cold front currently making its way into the mountains. We'll break down that full forecast next.